Hi, baby. Yep. We just finished dinner, so we can do snuggles now. Oh. He's all, I was warm. I had a warm spot on the couch. I think it was a YouTube broadcast that Jeff was watching about SpaceX. I've been trying to help him understand that we can't have TV going. I don't know if YouTube broadcasts count. Also, hello, David. So I haven't yet heard back if Nakai goes to the shelter tomorrow or Tuesday, so I'll be calling them probably around 9 when the receptionist gets in to find out. So This may be our last night with Nakai. I will do, after I, pack him up and send him off, I will, we'll do a little goodbye. I don't really have, since this is the first foster I'm sending back, I don't really have a little, I don't have a thing that I do, but I'll come in and play with him and snuggle with him for a little bit and then post that as a highlight. I'm hoping they don't search that much, search that hard. I don't think Jeff really believes me when I, tell him that, Sarah's cam got shut down for 3 months because of audio, and like a lot of the kitten cam people have had problems, but we'll see what happens. We had the door open still at that point, and I was asleep, so I couldn't. I didn't know that was on. Hopefully, it was the YouTube broadcast and not just regular TV. YouTube broadcast is what was on when I came out around 6, but I don't know about 5. I was asleep. Well, they can't let me wait till after Thanksgiving because I won't be home for Thanksgiving. So he still has to go to the shelter for Thanksgiving. They don't want, we have people coming over to take care of our cats, but they don't really want my pet sitters taking care of the foster cat because they don't know who my pet sitters are. And, they vetted me, they vetted Jeff, they know that we're reliable. But they don't know who the pet sitters are, so even if they were gonna send him home again after Thanksgiving, he'll have to be at the shelter for Thanksgiving. We have plans to go up to visit our friends in Canada and do a big baking party, baking and music and hanging out and chilling, and gonna be awesome. This is, I think, the 4th or 5th year we've done it, and I love it. Me too. Or at least some extra freeze-dried chicken treats, since he loves those. Chicken Littles. That's what I'm gonna start calling freeze-dried chicken now. Chicken Littles. No, it's the brand I have is not Chicken Littles. They're just. I went to one of the local higher-end pet supply. It's called Mud Bay. It's where we get the food for our cats. They have a fabulous trial. They have a fabulous food try it out policy where if you have to change food brands for whatever reason, you can go in and say, hey, I need to try some food and I want to try this one, and they'll give you 3 cans for free. And if those don't do it for you, you come back and do it again. And they'll keep doing that until you find a food that works for your cats or dogs. And they've got samples of the dry food, but not all the dry foods. So they're like, you know what, just buy the dry food, and if it doesn't work for your cats, just bring it back and we'll return it. And they'll return it even if it's been opened. They'll return it if half the bag is gone and suddenly your cats are all like, no, I'm not eating this ever again. We've done that before. Had that happen once. And so anyway, that's where I went to, and I was all like, I need to get the kitten a treat to help the medicine go down, and he's been eating Royal Canin, Mom and Baby Cat, and do you have any recommendations? And they're like, cats usually like freeze-dried chicken, that's all it is, no other ingredients. And so I grabbed a bag of that, and he really likes those. What's wrong? Why are you going over there? No, I think we're going to have more snuggles over here. We're going to have more snuggles over here. I think if I was staying home for Thanksgiving, they would wait until after Thanksgiving for me to return him. But since I'm not going to be there, they're just going to do the return before. Yeah, it turns out my Hazel cat she's either sensitive to a food ingredient, or she might have irritable bowel. And we're doing we did blood work, and the blood work came back fine. So now we're at the point where we're doing food trials, and if that works, then we're not going to do the expensive tests for irritable bowel. But if she's still sensitive after a few months of limited ingredient diet, then we go and do the irritable bowel tests. And so far she's doing pretty good with the limited ingredient diet. So, knock on wood. Knock on wood, that will be ready. The foster coordinator actually thinks he's ready to go out to one of the offsite adoption centers. I don't know exactly which one he'll go to. But they think he's ready to be adopted. I had a lot of friends come over, and he's still pretty shy around people, but once he gets playing with another cat, some of that shyness kind of evaporates. So, I don't know how this works. This is my second foster, and the first one I've given back, and the only one I've ever socialized, so she says he's way better than he was when I got him, which yay, and that a couple of the other kittens in his from his colony went out to the adoption sites last week or 2 weeks ago, something like that, and so she thinks they're all getting pretty close to being ready. So here's to hoping they put him in a place where he can play with other cats and show himself off well. Thank you. She was so excited when she saw him when we did our last set of vaccinations. She's all, he's so close. He's doing such a good job. I don't think he'll do this sit and snuggle with people at the adoption areas, so they'll have to take my word for it that he becomes a snuggly cat when they win his trust. And I'm highly recommending that they adopt him either with another kitten or if they have as a buddy for a younger, really playful cat. I think he would do okay. I think if there were, if he found the exact right person who worked from home and really wanted a companion that, that they were giving him attention all the time, he'd do okay by himself. But he will come out of his shell a lot faster if he has another cat playmate, and a kitten will have closer stamina levels than an older cat will. Uncle Toothless loves playing with him, and Uncle Toothless gets wiped out when Nakai runs around for more than about an hour. Oh, today I just threw up the field trip sign and let him run, and there was a point where Jeff's all like, I'm putting him back in the break room to give Uncle Toothless a break. Because he was just sitting there pouncing on Uncle Toothless. That would be fun. I'll give that suggestion. Yeah. You're a very good boy. You're a very good boy. Mike Hubert was the exact opposite of shy as well. He's all like, "Hi, I'ma love you. I'ma run up to you and love you," which is how he picked me. I went to visit his brother. This was a cat that I adopted a few years ago that I lost pretty young. Anyway, I went to visit his brother, and his brother was all like, "What?" His brother was all like, "No, I don't want to play with you. I don't need to play with you." And Hubert ran, curled up here, and said, "Hi, you're my new best friend," and fell asleep. And then I adopted Hubert. Hello, little meerkat. Did you hear an interesting noise? Did you hear an interesting noise? Hey, buddy. What you hearing? Oh, come on. Oh. Hey, buddy. You want to play, don't you? Red dot time! Not knock the food over. Oh, he hears a cat in the litter box across the hall in the bathroom. It's getting all long and looking so grown up. I do not think he would fit under the couch anymore. Hey Jeff?
Can I come in?
Yep.
Hello.
Do you want to bring the little leather strap toy? I think it's on the bar. Did he do anything interesting? He did a lot of running around. He runs back and forth from one end of the house to the other, and he likes to like pounce on Toothless. Toothless is coming in. Okay.
Nope.
He can come in.
Oh, all right. You want to clear that first?
It's up here.
Okay, do this. Do you want to come in?
Uncle Toothless does it.
There you go. Anyway, hi Internet. Who do we have?
David's watching.
Hi David. Hopefully you're having a good day where you are. What is it? Atlanta? I forget where he is.
I think Atlanta.
Yeah.
Ish, Atlanta area.
Hi. So concerned.
David was asking if Nakai did anything interesting or funny while the door was open. You were watching over a lot more of it.
He played really hard with Toothless. Toothless, I think, at some points was getting a little tired of it.
Which is why I'm suggesting another kitten or a super energetic young cat, because Toothless is only a little more than a year old.
Yeah. Nakai was very fearful of me trying to pick him up until one point where he was maybe just a little bit tired. I was able to nab him and pick him up and hold him to my chest. And then he settled down. He did pretty well.
You can sit down if you want.
Almost fell asleep. Almost. Hi, Nakai. Oh, you better go get that. Better go get that thing.
Why are you hiding?
You tired?
Hi, Karate Joe.
Oh, there we go. Oh.
This is possibly Nakai's last evening here. I still haven't heard from the shelter yet, whether I'm taking him back tomorrow or Tuesday. So I'll be calling them around 9 a.m. to find out. And I'll post this visit as a highlight, as well as my last visit tomorrow as a highlight. Just, in case. And if it turns out Tuesday, then we'll have a party tomorrow night. Well, party is a strong word. We'll have a good play session tomorrow.
Do we give him a small diploma?
I guess we could. We don't really have a tradition yet.
Yep.
Ouch, Joe. Why did you fall down? No, that's not very nice. Falling down the stairs hurts. I hate that.
We recommend avoiding it.
I lived in an apartment that had that was on the second floor, and I slipped going down the stairs once, and it was not fun. It was only like the last 3 stairs, but it was still not fun.
Slipping on the ice in the parking lot wasn't great either.
No, I sprained my wrist.
Yeah.
Had to go in for occupational therapy for that one.
Toothless, what you doing?
I must use this box because it's clay. And my box out there is not clay anymore, and I miss it.
Yeah.
I will not be keeping this box. Well, I'll keep the box, but it will not be accessible when we do not have the foster kitten. He's getting his leaps in. Leap, leap, leap. Crazy leaps. You gonna come to toothless? Wiggle butt. Wiggle butt. Wiggle butt. Back leg dancers. Slide. Earlier, Nakai latched onto this with like all 4 paws, and I dragged him across the floor for a couple of feet. It was pretty funny. No, we're not going to shave the husband's head when the kitten finds a new forever home. That will not be the tradition.
What?
Joe says, tradition, shave husband's head when kittens find a new forever home, lol.
No. I'm sorry.
It's too cold to shave your head.
Yeah. Oh.
He won't even shave his beard for that. Nope. No, there will be no shaving for traditions. I don't know what my tradition is yet. I mean, this is only the first one I've sent back. I mean, we could come up with something fancy, but there's so many other fancy things. We could have a concert.
Yeah, good.
We could do goodbye concert.
Yeah.
Joe says, lol, drat, lol. Sending him off with a mini musical concert, perhaps. Yeah, that's kind of, we could do something like that, I guess.
Yep.
And if I do it tonight, I could actually make a highlight of it instead of forgetting and losing it.
Okay. If you want to.
Part of me is like, yes! No, he has not found a forever home yet. He goes back to the shelter either tomorrow or Tuesday, and then Purrfect Pals will send him off to one of their offsite adoption centers for the butt sniffing train. They'll send him off to one of their offsite adoption centers to choose a new person. I've started working with the foster coordinator on writing a bio, and I've been spending as much time with him as I can. Well, for some value of as much time as I can, because life, but you know.
Yeah, as you can. Simply as you can.
Yes, he's not going back to the forest.
Nope.
Nope.
He gets people. He gets to be loved and fit in with people.
There have only been a couple of kittens that they've pulled out that were too feral, too old and too feral, that had to go back to the colony. But they've been doing trap neuter release in the colony as well. No, Toothless, you do not get the kitten food. You do not get the kitten food. All the other kittens that they have pulled out are going to be adopted. Some of them there are some kittens that are currently in the prison foster program. We like to call it charm school. The Purrfect Pals is paired with the Monroe Correctional Facility, and They have a program where inmates who have extremely good behavior can become a foster parent for a kitten, and the kitten, for a super shy kitten that needs socializing, and the kitten spends 24/7 with the inmate and learns that people are okay and good and will treat a cat fine. And the inmates learn about, you know, taking care of an animal and empathy, and sometimes it's the first time they've ever really had somebody love them unconditionally, and so it's a win for everybody. It also encourages good behavior because if they mess up, they lose their kitten. So we like to call it charm school. Foster dad John has sent several kittens on to charm school, and there are several kittens from the colony that were too shy for even fostering, and so they sent them off to charm school. But yeah, he's not going back to the forest. He gets to he's learned the life of, you know, warm food, well, warm house and good food and lots of plays and snuggles, and he gets to keep doing that. But do we care enough to go find out who's getting into something?
I'll go check. It sounds to me like litter, but
it sounded like something in the kitchen. Hi, Toothless. What you looking at? Do you see things outside? Do you see the wind? Do you see the wind? You are such a tall, long cat. Trying to see. Oh. So that corner is pretty much not visible. We should move stuff to where it's more visible. Thank you, David. Enjoy your dinner. And I will post, if it is tomorrow, I will make sure I post highlights of visits before I take them back. And if I don't see you live sooner, you also have a happy Thanksgiving. Words are hard. Oh, now you heard the neighbor across the street taking their garbage out, didn't you? Here's somebody out there having crazies. Hello.
Hello.
Is
Hi.
Hazel on the counter?
She came out of the kitchen looking maybe a little bit guilty, but I didn't see anything. But the pan and such were still out, so she may have been gnawing on traces of dinner.
That would not surprise me. Oh, Hazel. I think I don't necessarily want to do a concert tonight.
Okay.
If we still have a Nakai tomorrow, I'll do it then.
Okay, sounds good.
If not,
We can. What is it? The Ashokan farewell.
I don't know that on my cello though.
Okay.
I mean, I sort of know it, but
See if I can pluck it out.
okay. Well, apparently we're having mini concert.
Now, more of neat Jeff Noodles around, sees if he can. Assuming that you can't keep.
The first one you tried sounded kind of right. Nope. That's it.
I don't have the fret. I need a 1.5 fret. So, mountain dulcimer. You'll note that there are frets. And a guitar, and you'll notice that they're not really spaced evenly because this is a diatonic instrument. It plays in one key. And so
Maybe two.
Maybe two. I have a 6.5 fret here. But yeah.
I mean, you can look on the internet and see if anybody else has played Ashokan Farewell on. That was better. Up two, down two, open.
I'm sure
I also think you don't know the tune very well. Oh, let's see. Your Saturn. No, your Europa piece?
Something like that. Yeah, I know. It's supposed to be.
Bum 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 bum. bum. It's a waltz.
Yeah, I know.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 da 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 bum 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 da da there.
Anyway.
Oops. I realized that with the cam setup right now, anything on that side of the yellow cake toy is not really visible on the cam. So I have to play with Toothless and Nakai over here.
Mostly correct.
Nicely done.
Thank you. I didn't stop.
That's the important part.
Hi, Toothless. What you thinking?
The toy is way over there, and I am not. But the kitten is down there, and I am not.
No idea where I was going with that, but that was fun.
Yeah, it was.
Hey. It was in tune when I bought it.
today how big Nakai is getting. Look how tall he is compared to this toy now.
Yeah.
I was sitting there going, wow, there's no way you can get back under the couch.
Yeah. You were so itty bitty.
So tiny. So teeny, teeny, tiny. Yes. Red dot laser pointer attack. The only time Uncle Toothless ever gets red dot time is in here. Getting tired, Nakai? That's a cool sounding chord. That's an interesting sounding chord.
A little bit of a stretch. D, A, E.
Is that a bar chord?
Yep, pretty much. E, B, E.
And then Nakai pounces on Uncle Toothless. Flail! Flailing red dot. Flailing after the red dot.
Yep. Let's see.
Little monkey. You're gonna turn into a little lemur just like Uncle Toothless. Scaling things. I wonder if you're gonna be compact or as big and long like Uncle Toothless. His chest is starting to kind of broaden out.
Yep. I was noticing that holding him.
But he doesn't seem to have like super long legs like Uncle Toothless does. I kind of don't pay attention to the words when I'm playing.
That's fine. Come along, Harry and Mary and Joe. Pack up your lunches and everyone go. Pack up the camper, drive down to White Sands, and we'll all give a cheer when the space shuttle lands. 12,000, half million, million and more, picnicking out on the warm water shore. Nobody notes that we're always at hand to watch all the spaceships that take off and land.
No, Toothless.
I'm gonna help myself because I'm hungry.
There's kitten food here to be had.
Yes, there is.
There's kitten food here. All I can think of is, having a goodbye concert is play 'em off, Sam. Nakai.
Yeah.
Nakai's all like, Uncle Toothless is over there. I am paying attention to him.
Yeah.
It's this toy again. Oh, Uncle Toothless wants the trackball toy.
The Ziggurzada fun.
Here's a. And I think on other cams they call it a Devo toy. Because it looks like the hat
Oh, yeah.
Devos wear. Or Devo wears? I don't know.
Yeah. No, Devo. The 80s punk rock band famous for, from their song Whip It. Whip It Good. When the ball runs around, you must pounce it. Do 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 do. You must pounce it. Do 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 do. You must pounce it. Pounce it. Pounce it good. Into shape. Like you should. Anyway.
There's 3 levels of trackball fun, buddy. Look. Okay. Did we wear you out with the red dot, Nakai? Sort of. That wasn't your pager, was it? No, your pager wasn't ours. Come on, guys. One more trivial page. One more trivial page. That's a dangerous thing to wish for, because it won't be a trivial page at that point. Nakai, you are so adorable. Oh my gosh. You are going to be the perfect cat for somebody.
I'm gonna be.
You are going to make somebody so happy.
And there's going to be someone you're going to be in their arms, and it'll be the most perfect set of arms for you to be in. And there's going to be a lap. And there's going to be really good food. Oh. And there's going to be great toys. Stinky adorable. Look at him, Toothless. You should be proud.
You did a good job, Uncle Toothless.
Yes, excellent job, Uncleing.
You're like, now I have to check.
No. I work at UW Medical Center, and I am for computer support, and I am on call. So if there's a doctor with a mouse that's not working, or a nurse with a monitor on a computer that isn't working,
or that's suddenly gone sideways.
Yeah, I get paged. So, but it's standby pay and time and a half for 2 hours for responding to when things go wrong. So.
key for me. Not that I'm asking you to change it, but it's kind of a hard key. Maybe that's why I'm always playing on my cello. It's too high in one octave and too low in the other octave. What you doing, Nakai? Did you find a toy back there? No. That is wrong. That's also wrong.
Can't go any lower.
Well, that's just an octave different. And remember how I said it's too low in one octave and too high in the octave? Too high in the other octave? It's the same key. So it's gonna still be the same problem. What did you find? I always got a tip off of a toy. That's eating size.
Here.
I'll put back on the toy. I don't think it came from this one, but we'll put it back on. I was like, no, that's just wrong. Do that, and then I'll find a feather. Although I think they like it like this. There's a feather. Now it's just a string toy. Now it's just a string toy.
I switched to the simpler version for a while there, but at least I have some of it under my fingertips still.
Okay, you did a better job of not stopping though, even when you were messing up.
Yeah.
I'm tired. Sorry for the yawns. I know yawns on camera are complicated because it makes all of you yawn as well. Did Toothless go in on Nakai?
Almost.
Sorry.
It's okay. Is there anything on the end there, or is it just the hook?
It's just the hook. I took the feather toy off because Nakai kept dragging the toy down. So I just let him have the feathers on the end. I don't know where they are right now. They might be under your feet. Or they might be somewhere else. In the meantime, he likes the string on the end. So does Toothless, it seems like. I'm trying not to whip it around because metal piece on the end. Oh, I know what it is. It's the strings buzzing that's making me think of your pager on silent.
Yep. I have my on make a loud beeping noise at the moment. Beep, beep, beep. Hello there. Your star. Sputnik goes giggling through the skies. Red flags, red places, don't in the race. As the space race starts out with a surprise. Surprise! Yeah.
For those who don't know, we're very much into the Filk community, which is folk music for the science fiction and fantasy crowd. If it's anything, it's music for the science fiction and fantasy crowd. And so a lot of it is folk music, but there's some rock and there's some ballads and there's some country and there's some Yiddish and there's some parody and there's some serious, and it's a little bit of something, but it's pretty much all based in science fiction and fantasy.
Just look up Filk, F-I-L-K, like folk music, except the printer put I before O.
Well, the printer put I instead of O.
Yeah.
It's music about space and about other worlds and about fantasy and the things that we love.
Yep.
As a community. I may not love everything, and you may not love everything, but it's that generally as the community we love.
Yep. All sorts of, all the old things, all the new things, all the things yet to be. All the cats, all the computers.
Never set the cat on fire.
You only will annoy it. The heat will make the beast perspire. She surely won't enjoy it. Likewise, do not ignite the dog, the snake, the gerbil, or the frog. No, never set the cat on fire. And mind your manners as circumstances may require. Never set the cat on fire. That's a kid's song for, you've
For
got
the space races.
Yeah, so for our future, you gotta teach kids. Don't open up the cabin hatch. The air is sure to leave it, and air is very hard to catch. You never will retrieve it. And even though your life's a bore, don't open the reactor door. Don't open up the cabin hatch. And mind your manners as circumstances may require. Never set the cat on fire. Don't change the navigator's data. Someone's sure to see ya. You know the captain's view of that a very bad idea. He doesn't want his ship to race, forever lost in endless space. Don't change the navigator's data, and mind your manners as circumstances may require. Never set the cat on fire. Don't start an interstellar war, it has no helpful uses. When people ask you,
what's it for?
You'll only make excuses. If 30 trillion folks get hurt, you'll go to bed with no dessert. Don't start an interstellar war. And mind your manners as circumstances may require. And never set the cat on fire. And mind your manners as circumstances may require. And never set the cat on fire. There you go.
There's all kinds of harmonies you can do with that. I just don't.
We did very well.
Yes.
Maybe we could do something on conflict with that. I mean, that's such a classic. And, like, maybe we get...
Ooh, I just hatched an egg in Pokemon.
Woo!
Time to put another egg in the incubator.
All right. Anyway, I'm going to go out. And...
I'm getting close.
Yeah.
Anyway, for now.
So hopefully we've entertained you. Or haven't driven you away too much. You've heard something you never heard before, but you learned an important lesson. A lesson that kids in the future are going to have to know. Don't set the cat on fire. We don't do it now. We don't do it then.
It's not an approved activity.
Nope, it is not. Put this away.
So want to take this out with you?
Hi.
Since he seems like he's mostly gone couch surfing.
Okay. Alright. Toothless.
Did you like how I put the one on the bottom to help support things?
Oh yeah, that's lovely.
I couldn't figure out how to hang it. So I figured I would have one for it to sit on and one for it to like be guided up in the top.
Are you gonna lick me? Do you need to taste me? No.
Nakai.
Oh, Toothless. Toothless.
I'm not going anywhere. Just put my pant legs down because my ankles are cold.
Oh, come here. Okay, Nakai, say goodnight to your nephew. Good night, nephew. You be good and eat all the noms.
Make yourself big and strong. Nakai. Nakai, come here. You're like, but I wasn't done playing. I'll come pick you up. I know you're not a fan of being picked up. You're like, no, pick me up. Well, there's the toy. Oh well. Well, I think I'm gonna go let him wind down, and I will go post the highlight. And maybe I'll come do some more snuggling later. We'll see. We will see how the evening goes. And we're gonna leave it squished. People can see you when you're using it. I know. First of all, we're gonna take that out. Second of all, we'll give you a nice close-up view. If I can detangle him. He's all like, no, don't do that. There's a Nakai. My handsome little boy. And then I'm going to put him down in front of his food and see if he will eat. And I will come back later. So have a lovely evening. If I don't see you sooner, thank you for visiting.